here we are, guys, back in the fire. Are we gonna really lose it? We'll find out in this next episode of, I don't know, let's say Armageddon or some shit. This is a Truth Tiger guy. I like him. His videos seem real. This is people are starting to lose it. Let's just check out a couple minutes of it. I know people are like, oh man, just let the whole clip roll, but I want to get a lot of reactions out of this. You know, I need to see other people's opinions, and I can't dedicate too much time to one individual. There's so many thoughts out there. I just want to know what everybody's thinking.
Here to tell y'all today that people are losing it, you know?
Do you personally feel like people are losing it? Honestly, in my opinion, yeah, kind of. I mean, I'd say people are kind of keeping everything to themselves, but I will say people are genuinely like screwed, but I don't know if I've ever seen, I don't know.
A lot of the stuff that's happening in the world, that's happening everywhere, and just people are going crazy. People are losing it. Just crazy stuff is happening. The latest thing I heard of in my area is that someone cut the Xfinity cable lines, which go to Renton and Kent, which are some of the suburbs around where I live. Luckily, I'm not affected by it, but why would someone do that? I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like they're trying to maybe rob somebody or something. I don't know. Who know? You never know, man. I'm not gonna lie. In this day, man, I feel like it's finna get like the purge, man. You gotta be careful, man. It's getting spooky out here, man. I
looked into the story very much. I just heard it from somebody I was talking to, but yeah, it's just like people are losing it, you know? People really are. And I don't want to say anything to get myself in hot water or anything, but you know, you got that guy Luigi doing his thing, and like it's crazy, you know? It's really crazy with the stuff that's happening out there. And
honestly, I did not know much about that Luigi dude. I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm not looking that stuff up. Like, I don't know that guy. I don't know the other guy. I don't know any of these people. So it's like, I'm not finna immerse myself with what happened with them. I don't know what happened, but I don't know, man. It's just, you know what it is? The real truth of the matter is information overload, right? I don't need to know if somebody got shot in Germany. Why do I need to know that, you know? And it's just like, I don't know. It's just your daily dose of fear. That's what they all love. You know, programming fear into us, getting us scared, getting us hyped up. It works. It works. And then you feel bad once you try to be healthy. Then they shame you into being fear-based. It's very strange.
You know, I'm not going to really formulate too much opinions on it or whatever. That's not what I'm trying to do here, but it's just...
This AI Trade Finder will handpick you options trades every morning on autopilot. Hi.
It's just like there's a reckoning headed for the world, you know? For better or for worse, people are losing it. Whether it's for a good reason or a bad reason, people are losing it, you know? All this stuff that's going on, people realize, like, that, like, this world's not offering them anything. You know, there's no comfort or security that this world is offering them. They realize that it's a whole big crock of lies. And it's also, like, there's not much love or kindness really going around. And there's no moral standard either, which is good.
He has an interesting voice. Yeah, there is really no love going around. We're all screwed. Nobody cares about each other anymore. We're just all kind of like numbers, and it's very strange. I don't know. The times we're living in, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm getting that purge energy, man. I feel like, I don't know, man. It's gonna get crazy out here. People with masks, and I mean, we're already basically there. Let's check out the next clip, man. News. I saw this one. It's like this guy saying how I want to stay debt free. Here's why I drive a 25-year-old car. I can't knock it. I mean, honestly, the thing about the old cars is you got to find an old car that's in good shape. You know, I did finance my car I currently have, but I had a lot of car issues, and that's why I'm actually finessing my way to completely sidestepping that. I'm trying to find a job that's literally walking distance, and from there I can maneuver correctly where I don't even have to really drive my car, and then to me I'm gonna pay it off eventually, you know, some things go on, but because I'm not driving it, as car prices and everything gets more and more expensive, it'll be even more rare for somebody to have a car like mine, and I won't even necessarily need to drive it. So eventually it'll get to the point where like it's like, dang dude, you have a really nice car, and it's like yeah, because I don't really have to use it, you know. But yeah, you basically just want to find a car that's what's it called, old but in good shape. Let's check them out.
1999 Toyota Camry. This bad baby
Man, 1999 was 25 years ago. That don't seem right, does it? We're all getting old, man.
here saves me so much money, and it's one of my favorite cars that I've ever had. And you may be asking, why am I still driving such an old car? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna show you the beauty of my 1999 Camry, warts and all. I love this darn car, man, and you shouldn't let anyone take that away from you. Let's jump into the video.
At least
At
least he keeps it nice.
everybody? You probably saw the intro of this video.
I'm also a person that it's not what you have, it's how you maintain it, you know? You don't have to be living in a big mansion, right? You don't have to live in a small place. It really just depends on how you maintain it, right? Because I live in a 2-bedroom and I keep things nice here. If I lived in a 5-bedroom and it was filthy and disgusting, well, which place would be better, you know? But I don't think people think about this stuff, you know? But in my mind, it's not always the name on it or the way if you can't maintain it, whether it's a BMW or a Camry, to me, I don't know, man. A filthy BMW with the check engine light on and a spare on it is worse than a Camry that's not as new, but everything works on it and it's like perfect.
And I'm going to talk to you guys
Real
about
shit.
why I'm still driving a 25-year-old plus car. Happy New Year. It is officially 2025, which makes this car even older. But you want to stay out of debt. You want to keep your budget on point. You want to save some money. Well, let me tell you guys about my perspective and my experience.
I just had to spend $1,100 on my car, so that was the final straw, man. I got some plans worked out, but I don't plan to drive my car nearly as much as I do currently. And I don't even drive that much.
An older car. Why am I driving an older car in 2025 now? Aren't there some concerns? What are the benefits? What are the feedbacks? What are the cons? I'm going to go over all of that in today's video from my experience and from my perspective. Now, number one, why do I still drive this car? Well, let me tell you. To me, this car keeps me humble. It does something for me. This car is very practical. It gets me from point A to point B, and that's what a car was designed for. So I'm the type of guy where I see a car as a tool, an appliance, whichever way you want to put it. A car is a means for me to get to something else. And this bad baby has 4 wheels. Everything works. I keep it up to date. I keep it on point. And oh yeah, it has 192,000 miles on it. And I'm going to continue to.
Saving money feels right. Just like when things are packed tidy and tight.
To drive it all the way to 200, 250, 300 if I can.
That's how I feel too. And I feel like my car was not very expensive. Well, it was $10,000. So my payments are, I have a warranty on it and whatnot and all that crap. But the actual car payment itself is $200 a month. But with the warranty, it's like $240. I honestly love my car. It's very nice. It decent. Has a lot of things that I like about it. But to protect my car, I want to stop driving it, really, unless I really have to, because I want in the future for me to still have that car and it basically to be the same it is now. Because in the future, although car prices are depreciating, my car will be in such good shape, it'll kind of be expensive. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but
So that's my main reason for this car. It's practical, it's easy to work on. It's one of the best cars that Toyota ever built. That 97 through 2000 era,
right.
You see them everywhere. They call them the cockroaches of the automotive industry because they just don't die. So I love my 99 because first, it's reliable. That's number one. Number two, it's cheap to maintain. It saves my pockets so good every single day. And the best part that I mentioned, debt free. Obviously, I'm not doing any payments on this car. This car is very easy to maintain. I do a lot of the stuff DIYing it myself, like my ignition starter, little lights and things of that nature. I just work on it myself because all the tutorials are all up on YouTube. This is back when cars were still...
he's right. He's right. Everything he said is right, man. You want a car that's old enough to work on yourself, but it's still very reliable. We all have to work with what we have, but if you know how to maneuver, you could definitely see something different than the average person, which is spending all their money on maintenance and whatnot. Let's check out the next clip. Don't know this guy, but he says working a 9 to 5 sucks. I agree. It's not the best. Me personally, I'm trying to go down in hours, right? So I would like to work at the gas station down the street 3 days a week, overnight, for maybe 10-hour shifts. I don't know, he says he's gonna call me today. I think that would be perfect because I can walk to work, get my check, come back, then drive my car, and I can start lowering my bills absurdly because when I'm done, my bills here will just be rent and just tack on $130. So I'll be saving money, and I'll have more time on those off days to work on YouTube, other things I have working on, and I can build myself up that way without ever really running into financial mishaps because of my car. But let's get into it.
Working a 9 to 5 sucks. I went to work today and it's cold as hell out here. And my job wants me
That's
to
what I'm saying too. Dude, I could just walk. I could drive there and it'd be there in 30 seconds.
be outside most of the time because I do security on a college campus or whatever, a popular college campus at that. So it's always busy. And people always say, people be like, oh, your job is easy. All you do is stand around. You ever had somebody tell you that your job is easy and you end up quitting and they try to down you for leaving or not liking that job? The situation is they never did it. They're not doing that job. And y'all two are different people. Don't compare me to you. I hate working a job. Then I don't have a car, so I had to catch the bus today, a dirty bus. All these people on the bus, coughing behind me, sneezing. It stinks. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get off this bus. I had a breakdown today. And I have breakdowns every couple months, every now and then, because I'm an emotional person. But every now and then I just think where am I at in life? What is going on? And most of the time it always involves a freaking job. Somewhere
You ain't lying, dude. It always seems like it's always a job that's just pissing you off or that's ruining you. When I worked at Home Depot and I worked 24 hours a week and I just focused on YouTube, some of the best time of my life. I would just lay at home, laugh, watch some stuff, make videos, hang out with people. It was almost like because I wasn't forced into work, I could actually live life. And all I gave up was just a piece of paper. And actually, I would get more of it in the long run. I kind of fell off because it was getting a little too hectic. But I had a great time, man. Like, that's what I want to go back to. And if nobody really cares, I'm just going to start doing what I can to make my life better.
I don't want to be doing something I don't want to do. And a lot of people are like, oh, why did you apply to that job? Why didn't you apply for something different? Well, people be desperate. You know, I started to apply for anything, whoever going to take me, right? People get desperate. They do desperate things. It's just a crazy world, and we're all struggling. And I just feel like working a 9-to-5 is just not always the plan for people long term. Like, yes, it works out for people, like especially for people that's coming overseas and they come to America, they can't wait to get all type of jobs.
Yeah. Like, I noticed there's some people at my Walmart job that are from overseas and foreigners. They spend money very differently than we do. They're really frugal. It's kind of nice. Honestly, I should hang out with them more. You know, it's nice being around frugal people, but I mean, at this point, I'm finna finesse my way to this other job to make my life better. But that also showed me that, like, we consume a lot more than we think. You think you think you don't consume? Go, like, hang out with some foreigner people from, like, Africa or from Venezuela or something, you know? Like, they have a different view on money.
Like, they really be putting in that work, though. Like, they really, really be working. Like, these people that y'all call immigrants or whatever. And, like, the whole border thing is crazy. You know, people working at the border. What type of job is that? Like, what kind of
It's not a great one.
morals do you have? You know, the type of stuff that goes on at the border. Like, would you do that for money? Right now, I'm getting paid $17 an hour, and after taxes, it's only $10 for real, for real. Gotta, you know.
Right.
Y'all, I was at work today, and the girl would not stop talking to me. Today was my training day, and I got 2 more days of training. I'm gonna be working overnight, and I asked the universe. I said, hey, I don't want to do training by myself. Please, you know, I hope there's somebody there with me. You know, I didn't like beg the universe, but I was just hoping that somebody would be there and I wouldn't do training by myself.
Right.
Long story short, it was me and 3 other people, 2 girls, me and a boy. And she was like next to me and she just would not stop talking. I'm like, and then we're doing a quiz. So the fact that we're doing a quiz is like, I guess they let us use our phone and they didn't mind us talking. But it's like, girl, stop talking to me. Like, literally, you ever had somebody that just would not stop talking to you? And, like, you giving them signs like, yo, can I just focus on me? But I think she had an issue. I think she had maybe, like, some type of OCD, IDD. I don't know. You know how people can't keep still.
People are losing it, man. People Nah. But honestly, I feel what he's saying, though. Like, nothing is worth it. But at the same time, he has a YouTube channel, you know? He's taking the bus. I mean, it's smelly. But at the same time, he's got to be saving some type of money. If his rent is low. People got to start finessing.
And then she was cussing out loud, like saying bad words, like saying cussing words. And like, I was shocked because even the people that was working there, like the supervisors, they even cussed around us. One of them asked for permission. But it was just like, girl, you are at work. Be professional. She was not professional. Not professional.
I've been noticing that too. Like, at these lower paying jobs, people are really like, dude, the stuff I've seen in some of my other jobs, man, freaking ridiculous, man. Yeah, we'll check out one more clip. Be back. News. I don't know this woman, but I'm going to check her out just because we can. Why you need to get your finances in order before it's too late. Let's just see what she says.
But first, you have to figure out your finances. Because if you clicked on this video, it's because you're living paycheck to paycheck. You're stressed, you don't know what to do, you don't know how you're going to pay your rent, you don't know how you're going to pay your car note, you don't know how you're going to pay your electric. And God forbid, you don't know how you're going to feed yourself or your family. It's getting serious.
That's what I'm saying. Everything's going on, it's getting bizarre. You need to protect yourself or you will be taken down.
Fires are burning.
And it's nice too because I realize, even for me personally, if I can get this job and make it all work, there's a level of security and comfort knowing that, one, I'll be working less, my car is not in danger, and I can spend more time doing what I want. But I almost feel guilty because I feel like I've escaped. They can't get me anymore. Either way, yeah, we need to get our finances in order before you get knocked off. Haha.
In California, people are so stressed mentally, they're running into people who are celebrating. People are blowing themselves up in cars in front of hotel buildings.
Oh, wow.
This is how serious it's getting. And like I said, if it's anything like 2020, there's going to be people who may lose their jobs and don't have any savings to their names, but still have bills that they have to pay. So my question to you is, what are you doing? How are
I'm getting my bills stupid low. It's gonna be insane. And you know, I realized too, don't feel guilty, man. You gotta make your life a cheat code, man. Otherwise, your life is not gonna be a cheat code. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You have to finesse, bro. If you're not willing to finesse, and I'm not saying do anything wrong, but I'm saying if you're not really looking out for yourself, you will be taken advantage of. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know, man. We're getting to spooky times, man. You gotta really be serious about this.
are you going to rectify your situation? What are your goals for 2025 and your future? Do you want to remain stuck? Do you want to remain living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want to remain without savings in the bank, emergency savings, or just savings to do the things that you need to do for you and your family? Do you want to remain with low credit where even if you didn't have savings, you couldn't ask for a loan if you wanted to?
I don't even know what I want a loan for. I mean, a loan is tax-free, but I don't think I would ever want a loan. Like, you know, after this, once the market picks up, everything takes off, I'm good off of getting into debt again. Honestly, I took my credit card, right hand, I put it in my secret spot. I'm done using credit cards, you know, like I just don't wanna go down that route, you know. For me, it doesn't seem like it's feasible anymore, and although there are rewards and stupid stuff they give you, I'm not that disciplined, okay? Once I get everything paid off and squared away and everything's zero and I'm zeroed out, I might wean myself back in, and then my credit will be super high again. I mean, my credit's already good, but things will be better. And then maybe I'll dabble, but I'm not really trying to do that right now. Right now, I'm just trying to move away from that system.
You want to remain with bills and debt over your head that you're swimming in and you don't know how to get out of? You don't have to live that way. I want you to sit right now, take a second and ask yourself, how did I get into this situation? What habits was it that I was
trying to flex. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to flex, man. And I feel like now that I realize, I can now really get intentional with what I was doing. And it's not like anybody taught me. Nobody teaches you about money. That's why we're so brain dead about this, because it's always that one thing people are like. And then the people that have money, they don't say anything because money invokes a lot of emotion. And some people can't handle it, but at the same time, you just need to be aware. But how can you be aware if you're not aware, you know? When I was working at that this is another thing too. When I was working at the gas station, it was 2019. This is the first time I actually got into a Robinhood account. I was just buying Tesla. Did very well, actually, hilariously enough. I made a couple bucks off that. But Bitcoin at that time was like $3,900. Do you realize if I just took my $300 check and just started buying Bitcoin, how straight I'd be, man. But that's because I didn't have knowledge. Nobody talks about this. You're just left to swim.
was taking to place me where I am today. Do you have this mindset of money is just going to come to me? Did that stem from people giving you a lot of money when you were a kid and it was just so easily to get? Do you have this mindset of I may not live tomorrow, so I might as well enjoy what I have today? All of those.
There are a lot of people like that too, and it's just, you know, sometimes you gotta get away from those people because they're just digging themselves deeper. And the funny thing is, right, watch this. If you work a job that makes more money, but then you spend more money to cope with working that job, well then are you really making more money, right? That's how I think. I really think, because it's like, okay, this job I'm trying to work here, $20 an hour, right? But if I walk to work and I don't have any car payments or not car payments, any mishaps, I'm not really paying for gas, I'm not paying for oil changes, no need to replace the brake pads or get that headlight fixed or because I'm not using the car, it's fine, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not destroying the car in the process. It's like, it's just a win.
Okay. But this is where the balance comes in at, because you will most likely live tomorrow, God willing. And you will need to be able to provide for yourself and if you have a family tomorrow. Overspending is not getting you anywhere. But spending on the things that you love or absolutely have to have is okay.
We're gonna leave it here, guys. Much love. I think this was a good one, man. We're waking up to some ideas here, and I think everybody just needs to be more secure with their money. Whatever that means. You know, if you gotta drive to work, drive to work. But I'm saying, make sure you get the maintenance done immediately. Don't hold off doing the oil change. Don't hold off doing the brake pads. If you have the money, pay for it. Move on. Don't use credit cards, and take a little teensy bit of money and start investing it. Peace.